Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be going over your Season 53 Tech Tree Guide. We got off to a great start here, so I want to make sure to help out all you guys get off on the right foot this season. Guys, I do appreciate it if you throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop. You're going to grab instant training. We also do have some Cyber Monday deals right here. So big shout out to those of you that have been using the code CHICKEN in the shop. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we post warships each and every single day as there's new bases, the meta shifts, the attack strategy changes, and what to unlock next. All that good stuff. And we're also holding a monthly raffle each and every single month for anyone that becomes a member of the channel. You're going to be entered into a raffle to win stuff like the things behind me over here, which you cannot show, cannot see. So things like that, exclusive like Supercell merch, and different things like that. So, what do we want to do to get started off on Season 53? Right out of the gates, it seems the defense has been very strong. If you didn't watch the sneak peek and you don't know what these canisters are next to the troops, this season we have what are called troop boosts. So this allows you to, at the multi-node, you get to select another troop to upgrade. And so rifles will go from rank 5 to rank 6. Same with Zookas. I picked Zookas because it gives them a little bit more health to survive going over mines, and that seems to be helpful, and a little bit more damage is always nice as well. So right out of the gates, you'll see here I've kind of unlocked everything. Now, be very careful this season because this tech tree, if we scan over the entire thing, it's longer than normal. Okay, there's more multi-nodes than normal. What does that mean? That means that we're not necessarily going to be able to unlock everything this tech tree has to offer. So be very careful about your choices and the path that you take. So right out of the gates, I've gone defensive. Mortars were definitely huge. I'm running a compact 3-engine base, which may be good, it may not be good. But it at least got us up to 14, and I don't know where that put us globally. It doesn't really matter right now. So as we move forward, I've essentially got everything in 3R. I mean, it's all good stuff. Whenever you're going out of the way to get something and you're kind of, hesitant about it, as long as it's a stat node, it's going to be a good pickup. That being said, there might be some things to pick up that are better at the current time. For now, I've skipped flares. We'll probably go back and get them. The reason is we can split drop and pretty well clear everything without too many issues as of right now. So yeah, that seems to be helping a little bit. This next point is going to be crucial, where we have to determine next if we want to get brick or shock mines. I'm leaning towards shock mines because they look pretty strong, and it's going to put us closer to building damage. But brick is also very nice. Brick and grenadiers are also a good pickup because the grenadiers can clear any of these compact bases that we're going against right now. So yeah, but the biggest thing, guys, is don't spend too much time in 3ER. Whatever your plan is, if you want to go defense, go defense. If you want to go brick and grenadier and flare, go flare. But make sure that you get to 4 somewhat quickly, because what's in 4? Much better stuff. We've got Kavan, we've got more stat nodes, we've got heavies, we've got critters. So we want to be thinking, this season especially, we want to be thinking long game, not necessarily pick this up and go right now. Unless you can get a few rank chests, then that's always, advisable for sure. But for the time being, it doesn't always make the most sense. So I just switched my base, and I was doing really well before that. I'll show you some of the defenses we were getting with it. Now, typically, if you're winning with your base, don't swap it. I might actually build it back. It'll only take a second. But this is the kind of stuff that we're seeing. So I have 6 mortars. I've selected the multi-node that gives you the extra 2. And you can see right here, it's a lot to deal with. They got to go through all these mines. They got to get through all the splash, and then they're met with 2 walls of machine guns. So that has been the key so far. Let's quickly rebuild this one, guys. I don't typically do this on videos, but at 3R, it's not going to take very long at all. So for building the base, what are we concerned with? The biggest thing that I see, if you are making a compact base like mine, that people make the mistake on, is putting flamethrowers in the back. Zookas outrange flamethrowers, right? So it doesn't necessarily make sense to keep them in there if your flames in the back, because the troops are just going to be outranged. they're going to outrange them, so it doesn't necessarily make sense to keep them there. Let's go cannon over here. So I mean, in terms of building a compact, it's pretty straightforward. You just want to keep everything as tightly bunched together as you can, and we've got to save space for mines as well. So we're gonna go something like this. Got all these cannons, and I got nowhere to put the suckers, but that's okay for right now. Let's go mortar, and then let's go flamethrower, nice and neatly tucked away right in there. These guys can move back one, or maybe up one, because I want that machine gun to get the damage boost. No, that's why I put them there, I guess. We can move them all forward one, then stick something else back there. That'll be more helpful. He's still not in the damage boost, but that's okay. So then, obviously, we got to save space for mines too. I mean, typically spreading them out is better, but for the sake of this right now, I don't want to spend too much time on it. So I'm just going to kind of throw them down wherever. This will give us some space to put in our shock mines too, if we do decide to go that route. So the cannons, they're kind of doing nothing, which is, not ideal because we do have a lot of them. But if we can at least pull them this way, then maybe that'll be good. And we did get up to rank 14, like I said, so this battle here is just simply to hopefully get back to 14 and get our chest timers going. So an interesting start to the season. Interesting start. I didn't think it was going to be as defensive as it ended up being. Typically, it's always defensive right out of the gates, but again, keep in mind this season, long game, right? That's what I want to keep talking about because I think that's what's going to matter. Don't get wrapped up into the, oh my god, the compacts are so good. The compacts get wrecked by Brick and Grenadiers. So, you've got to kind of pick your poison in a way. You're either going to have an easy base and a good attack, or a good base and not the greatest attack. So I'm trying to find the fine line between both of those that allow us to get rank chests and move forward towards the end of the season as well. So let's go. He's got 2 engines here, so let's go on this side, I think. And for the attack, we're just simply delay dropping. It's nothing too fancy. What I usually opt for, because people tend to fizzle a lot, and because I don't have troop health or troop damage yet either, right? That's a big thing. Is I try to just go all in and make sure I at least get 2 engines. So you see here I'm delay dropping a lot. I'm getting a lot of troops in. I'm kind of going overkill, in fact, on this side. But I'd rather do that than spread all of my troops out across both sides, get to the engine, and then fizzle on a bunch of mines, which it typically ends up happening. You see right here, if we weren't able to put that last boat in, we might not have done so well. So let's see. And, I mean, we got to get our chest, right? So that's part of it, too, is I want to make sure I'm grabbing engine rooms. So this is the one thing I don't like about these decks, is it takes a very long time to go from one side to the other. Just a minor thing, but now we don't have any gunboat abilities, right? So medkits might actually be a decent pickup for right now. Certainly not a big key vacuum like they usually are, or they sometimes can be. The only gunboat ability we have are smokes. So we have all this GBE, and really nothing to do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see I'm going to smoke them around the corner. Why would I do that? What is the purpose of that? The purpose of that is so as the troops are walking, especially, I didn't really do it well there, but especially as they're getting into place, they're not going to take damage. You want them taking damage as they're shooting. They're still all going to die here, but at least, we might get a building or two opposed to nothing. We got a sniper tower there. So, I mean, it helps you get a little bit of chip. So just something to keep in mind, especially in like a kind of fizzle meta like we've got going on here, where it seems like that is, something we're going to need to focus on, is just being able to get percentage wins at some point. So there we go. So we got the dub there. That's going to get us this chest. And I think what we're going to do with that is I think we're going to add the shock mines. Or maybe we'll do that on the next chest. So anyways, you guys can let me know down below in the comments. We do have a Discord server too if you want up-to-the-date information as quickly as you can get it. That's the best place to go, is the Discord server, because there's a great group of guys in there that are always online. Someone's always online. So yeah, check that out if you want to see more, and let me know in the comments how you're doing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Chicken out, backpack.